All right, enough United, enough Leicester. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Jules, you and I had bigged up at Real Sociedad earlier this season. So how impressed are we that Ronald Koeman's Barcelona demolished them 6-1? This was a beatdown.
Yeah, that was really impressive, I have to say. And we need to give credit to Ronald Koeman again, because we've been critical of him when it was right to be. And now we have to praise him because it's right to be as well. That formation works so well.
When facts change, opinions change.
Exactly. And, you know, those players together have been really impressive. Tactically, technically, individually. Sergio Dest had maybe his best game
2 goals
of his life, maybe, completely. And Messi was outstanding on a day where he bit more records of more appearances in La Liga and all sorts, more goals for a single club in a single league or something like this. It's pretty impressive. And you know what? We knew that Real Sociedad at times could be destroyed, and we saw that with United in the Europa League. But that was special, wasn't it?
Frankie de Jong in the back three, I thought, works. I wonder cautiously if this is something you consider going forward. If you are, in fact, committed to the back three, although against other opponents, I'm not sure you get away with Busquets in midfield. So that's the flip side. But it does give you that flexibility.
Yeah,
you know, maybe you either buy an outstanding midfielder or you buy an outstanding centre back.
Yeah. Barca then stay 4 points back in La Liga because Atletico Madrid beat Alaves on Sunday. Gab, this was very old school from Atleti though.
Yeah, the first half was absolutely horrendous. It was like a continuation of Atleti's games against Chelsea. Obviously, he said something at halftime. They were much more progressive, much more attacking in the second half. Luis Suarez wasn't, out there on Suarez Island by himself. Got the goal. And then again, the last 15 minutes, they all retreat, and it's back to Cholismo 1.0, and Jan Oblak has to do what Jan Oblak does, which is save a penalty. So this was really nervy, really close. Yeah. He's got some time to think about it over the break. I think it's critical that he thinks about what kind of team do we want to be. Because right now, we're not set up to go and play, to go and sit back and defend the way we did. We can do that for stretches, but we cannot. Yeah. We might not win La Liga if we do that. And of course, Barcelona, Atleti still to come in May, I think.
Yeah.
Now, there was Premier League football too. West Ham went 3-0 up, and it finished 3-3 against Arsenal. Can you imagine letting a 3-0 lead slip? Where have we seen that before? Yeah. Anyway, this was absolutely wild. But was it also good?
I thought it was good. I mean, I've got a lot of respect for David Moyes and West Ham. I'm not the biggest fan in the sense that they're very efficient, they're very solid. That's what they do. It's not free flowing football really. But they took their first chance really well. Jesse Lingard, then it's a huge mistake by Arsenal again, who fell asleep on that free kick, and Ben Leno should have done better. And then suddenly you find yourself 3-0 down, and you were like, oh wow, this is humiliating. But then Arsenal were the best team by far for the rest hour of that game. They should have won this game.
Lacazette's goal was deflected.
It was a bit
You say Arsenal should have won, but was it remarkable?
They should have won. They had so many chances.
Arsenal played really well in the second half. They had a lot of chances.
The end of the first half as well.
But equally, West Ham missed an absolute sitter at the end too.
And
they hit the woodwork too.
Yeah, they did. It was just an amazing game. But I like Martin Odegaard, who was at the heart of everything good that Arsenal did. They did a lot of things good. It was not assist all the time, but second assist, like on the first goal, for example, they was just so good. I think he completed 7 passes in West Ham's box, which is the most by any Arsenal player this season. And I just thought it was amazing, and that was really good. And in the end, maybe you're right. Maybe it's a fair draw.
So good news for Real Madrid then.
Yeah, really good for Real Madrid. Manchester City are through to the FA Cup semi-finals, where they will face Leicester. They beat Everton 2-0, and Carlo Ancelotti said that right now they're the best team in the world, City. Gab, your pal is Captain Obvious, right? But still, it's good to say it,
It's good to remind yourself of it. This was a game where I think, Everton had some people missing, so he set up rationally to keep them out. Leaving Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison up there far, far away. But, they worked hard. They kept them out for a long time, until 6 minutes till the end. And even then, I thought there was a bit of fortune with the City goal. So, look, in the end, all you can ask is you stay in games against City till the very end. They did that. But City are just on a different level. And, we thought Fernandinho, you talked about putting people in the freezer, right? I thought Fernandinho was going to run out, whatever. But he had a monster game.
It was incredible. At his age.
A well-rested Fernandinho is a totally different proposition.
Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain win away to Lyon 4-2 and go back to the top of Ligue 1. Jules, to paraphrase Mark Twain, rumors of their demise were greatly exaggerated.
Yeah, maybe, but it was huge performance to start with. They were so good for 70 minutes, then they took their eye off the ball a little bit, and Lyon scored 2 goals, but when they were 4-0 up, they were incredible. The pressing, the counter-pressing, the intensity they played with, the way they kept the ball, moved the ball around. It was fantastic. Kylian Mbappe was on fire, scored 2 goals. His 99 and 100th goal in Ligue 1 in 142 games. If you add the 41 assists, that's 141 goals he's been involved in 142 games, which is incredible.
Is that a record? Is he the youngest player to get to 100 goals, or does somebody else do that?
Yeah, I think the youngest, the quickest, 22 years of age, as we said, in 142 games. Or maybe Ibra did it slightly quicker. Maybe 130 games.
But he was older
Ibra.
at the time.
But it was older.
And it's Ibra, come on.
There was not the assist either. But incredible performance, really good. And Poch was really happy, rightly so. Neymar played the last 20 minutes. So all in all, a perfect evening for PSG.
And it could all go out the window if they lose to Ligue.
Of course, but we'll see that next month. Chelsea also advanced to the FA Cup semi-final, and they will face Southampton after Chelsea beat Sheffield United. But Gab, were you expecting more from than what we saw from Chelsea against Sheffield United?
He made a bunch of changes. Look, he's true to his word about giving people chances, right? You know, we saw Chilwell again. We saw Emerson playing as a center back, basically. I saw what would concern me a little bit is that Sheffield United just sat back and defended, and then in the second half, you know, they're a goal down and said, hey, screw this. Let's try and create chances. And they created a ton of chances. That second goal, Hakim Ziyech, was a total garbage time goal. And then all of a sudden, you know, if you concede, then you're throwing it away. Sheffield United, by the way, I think, aren't they one of 2 teams to have scored against Tuchel in the Premier League? I believe it's them in Southampton.
Yeah, of course. The Rudiger own goal.
Yeah, maybe that's why Rudiger wasn't there. I'm just kidding. But you saw some encouraging things. Pulisic playing in a position he should be playing in.
Did you see that flip-flop? Oh,
I thought you'd like that. You'd like that. So look, the long audition for Thomas Tuchel continues, and they're through, and he's got a legit chance of winning a trophy.
Yeah.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino has emerged MLS and Liga MX, that's the Mexican league for those who aren't hip like me, could become the best league in the world. Jules, do you agree?
No, of course not. But you know, it's good for him to say it. What then? That Super League would be better than the Premier League.
Could become.
No, but what I think is this would be good for the game in Mexico and in the US. This would be good for the whole of the Americas game. I think it would be good for plenty of people. You will see players improving. You might see more players moving to Europe, though, as well, because the stronger that league is, the more ready those players will be to then move to Europe.
You didn't say when it would happen, but all of a sudden you have 400 million people and an enormous economy.
I think it's great.
The ingredients are there, but obviously, you got to kick it up a few notches.
And let's see how many of those clubs then win the Club World Cup then against, you know, that would be good to see. That would be good to see. Dejan Lovren is in the news again, Gab. He stepped into the ring with an MMA fighter. So MMA, you know, is the mixed martial arts, if you don't know. A fighter named Mirko Cro Cop didn't really last that long, did it?
I think you nearly said Mirko Crop Top, which I thought, man, he wouldn't appreciate that. He'd come by your house and I'll show you Crop Top. No, good for Lovren. You know, Zenit had a week off. It's funny, when you see them with their shirts off, actually, Lovren looks pretty darn good. But obviously, he's in the ring, he's in the octagon, I should say, against a guy who is a proper mixed martial arts dude. And he lasted 50 seconds. It looked like he had fun. Nobody got hurt. Yeah. More power to him. I'm not sure
Mirko Cro Cop can do many keepy-uppies as well, you know, to put in the context of the other way around. So.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.